Well, so next concept is continuous
Continuous.
continuous raster system. So it is non-discrete or grid cells with gradually changing data such as elevation, temperature, or aerial photographs. Right. So continuous raster surface can be divided from fixed registration point. Okay, for example, a digital elevation model use the sea level as a registration point. So this data can be obtained from various sources and it can be collected from the scratch. So using the direct spatial data acquisition technique or indirectly by making use of existing spatial data collected by the others. Right. So the direct spatial data capture, we can obtain the data by direct observation of relevant geographic phenomenon, right? So this can be done through the ground based field survey or by using the remote sensors or satellites or by using aircraft. So many earth science disciplines have developed specific survey techniques as a ground based approaches remain the most important source of reliable data in many cases. So data captured directly from the environment are called primary data. Okay. So the primary data is a core concern is knowing about their properties, is to know the process by which they can be captured and the parameter of the instruments uh, and the rigor with which quality requirements are observed. So in practice, it is not always feasible to obtain spatial data by direct capture. So the factors of the cost available time, oh, hind rain, and sometimes previous projects have acquired data that may fit a current project purpose. So this is about the capturing of data, right? This is about the observation phenomenon, right? Direct observation. So this can be done by using remote sensors or by using satellites or aircrafts or field survey. राइट एंड दिस टेक्निक इज अ ग्राउंड बेस्ड अप्रोच टेक्निक आपको सीधा ग्राउंड पे जाके डेटा कलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा राइट एंड you have to capture data directly from the environment, so it is considered as a primary data, right? Why it is primary? Because you are direct in contact with that source points, so it become a primary data, right? You know the properties or technique of data captured, a number of parameters like which instruments you are using for the capturing of data, what quality you require to capture the data, etc. All these things are considered as a parameters, right, in the spatial databases, right? So this is a direct method. You directly communicate with that source points and you start collecting the data. It's a primary source of it. But one more technique is that indirect spatial data capture, right? In indirect data capture, scanning existing printed maps, it can be used. You can use data digitized from satellite image or process data purchased from data capture fields or international agencies. So you can use a third party for data capture. That means you have ready-made printed maps. You start collecting data from printed maps. Already तुम्हारे पास maps है, so you start collecting it, right? You may digitalize it, converting that your analog information into digital information, right? Or some digital images available from the satellites. So you start downloading and start using it, or you may purchase from different organizations. सीधा purchase कर सकते हैं बाहर से, but source should be reliable. तो ये टेक्निक्स है आपका discrete direct spatial data capture. So this is a data capturing technique. raster data models
Raster
में
data model.
raster data models में ही आएगा. Okay. Now types of data is known as secondary data. Now whatever we discuss is a primary. right, is directly from the sources. So secondary data derived from existing sources and can be collected for any other purpose, right, often not connected with the investigation hand. So spatial data have been collected in digital form, right, at the increasing rate and stored in various databases by the individual procedures for their own use and for commercial purpose. So more and more of this data are being shared among the GIS users. So there are several reasons for this, such as some data are freely available, right? कुछ data है वो freely available है. Other data only available commercially, right? In case of satellite images, it's a commercial service, and high quality data remain both costly and time consuming to collect and verify. ये क्वालिटी पे क्वालिटी ज़्यादा अच्छा चाहिए, so you have to spend some money, right? So this is the secondary data. So obtaining spatial data elsewhere, right? New technologies played important role in increasing availability of geospatial data. Nowadays, so many technologies are available, so you can collect use the technologies for collection of data, geospatial data. So result of this availability of various data are increased, and although we have more careful that data have acquired are of the sufficient quality to use in the analysis and decision making system. So this is about the business, right, decision making system, regarding suppose you want to start your project in some area, तो वो एरिया का geographical information चाहिए. What is the temperature, what is the rainfall, then what is the land condition, what is the forest condition, etc. You need to analyze, but at that time this special data is required to take decisions or to analyze the total process. So there are several related initiatives in the world to supply base data set at national, regional, and global. Okay, so number of organizations uh, supply this information, right? आपका national level पे, geography, global level पे, as well as those aiming to harmonize data models and definition of existing data sets. So there are certain companies, they harmonize data sets or define the existing data sets, even they uh, processed data for you, right? So services are available, just like a GIS service. So global initiative include the global map, USGS, global GIS data sets, or second administrative level boundaries slab project, right? It is UN ka project है ये, right, for improvement of availability of information about the administrative boundaries in developing countries, right? So these are the different commercial services. So this is the first point here we completed. Okay.
Yeah.